So you guys probably remember that this week the RTX 3060 mobile GPUs have launched, and of course you can already find some laptops which are going to be using that GPU, and I have a different video talking about it. But in that very video I also told you that some people have found ways to use their laptops for other use cases, and by other use cases I'm obviously referring to cryptocurrency mining. And you have probably seen, if you have watched that video, that the performance looked to be kind of good. And I don't really know a lot about cryptocurrency mining, but I would like to tell you that today I was on Twitter and I found these not so beautiful pictures, if you were to personally ask me, where we have seen that a lot of people in China have started using their RTX 3060 and RTX 3070 mobile GPUs inside of their newly acquired laptops for cryptocurrency mining. And I obviously think that these pictures are going to show us what is most likely going to happen to the whole laptop industry, because we already know what has happened with the desktop RTX 30 series GPUs, and we also know what has happened with the RX 6000 series of GPUs from AMD. All of these GPUs are now being used for cryptocurrency mining, and they're really hard to come by. Now obviously I'm not saying that these GPUs are being exclusively used for cryptocurrency mining. There are of course some gamers which have managed to get their hands on RTX 30 or RX 6000 GPUs, and I'm someone who has managed to get his hands on an RTX 3070 GPU when they were not at some exorbitant prices, because right now GPUs are really expensive. But I really digress. I wanted to let you know that people have started mining on laptops, and you might have noticed that these laptops are not from brands like Asus, MSI, Gigabyte, or any other bigger brands. Instead, they are from some local Chinese brands, I suppose. I didn't really look much into it, but the point being, they are still using the very same silicon and, you know, the very same GPUs from NVIDIA. It's not like they're making their very own GPUs, so you have to think that they are going to be buying a lot of stock from NVIDIA if possible. I don't really know exactly how it works, if they get like 2000 of these GPUs allocated to them. If you have any more ideas about this, you could definitely let me know in the comments down below. But I would also like to tell you that if these companies are selling these laptops to cryptocurrency miners, like Video Cards has pointed out in their article, for like 20 to 30% more, because for them it really makes sense to buy them, you could also start thinking that, you know, they would be paying all this money, but why would they be paying all this money for, right? Because these laptops are maybe $1,200, $1,300, $1,400, like let's say 1.5K US dollars, just to have a price point over there. Well, if they would be paying 1.5K, and I'm trying to do some napkin math over here, and I, again, don't really know a lot about cryptocurrency mining, but listen to me for a second. If they are making about 120 to 150 US dollars a month, and obviously this is also taking into consideration that the price of Ethereum is now skyrocketing, and in some countries, and I believe in China, electricity is quite cheap as well, as compared to, or as opposed to here in Germany, where it's like the most expensive in the world. Well, in about, so what did I say, 1.5K for a laptop, if they are making about 150 US dollars a month, well, in a year you're making back, in 10 months to a year, you're making back all of the money which you have spent, and that I guess also includes electricity costs. But then you could also ask me like, Alex, you're forgetting that these laptops are being used at full power, you know, they're probably not gonna work all this time. Well, yeah, that could be a possibility, but you might also have some laptops which are going to be working for an entire year without any problems, or with only minor problems in mind. minors, okay, that's kind of funny. But if that is going to be the case, you know, after a year you made your money back, so that's your return on investment, then you're probably gonna be able to also sell them, because believe it or not, when there is no availability for laptops and you're also selling them for like 300 to 400 US dollars a pop, well, you're probably going to find some people which are going to want to buy these laptops, and that kind of makes me think that the whole situation around the RTX 30 series laptops is going to closely resemble what we have seen in 2017 and 2018 with the 10 series of GPUs. You know, a lot of them were used, like even the 1060, 1070. These GPUs were used a lot for mining, and that's why we have seen a lot of them on the second-hand market. So that's probably what is going to happen with these laptops as well. And I don't really want this to be the case, but it might happen. And with what I was saying with the MSI, Asus laptops and whatnot, obviously these are going to be more expensive. But again, if the prices for, or if the value of Ethereum, Bitcoin, or any other cryptocurrencies is going to go up, so maybe Dogecoin is going to go up, it might start making sense for people to actually invest into laptops and then resell them onto the market. And obviously, if you're going to be selling your Asus laptop, which has been used for cryptocurrency mining, you could still sell it for 1,000 and not tell people that you have used it for cryptocurrency mining, because you can't really check for that, right? I mean, a lot of people have bought a lot of GTX 1060 and 1070 cards in the past, and probably with the 20 series if some people have mined with them as well, without knowing that they have been used exclusively for mining. And unless you get your hand on these GPUs, you can't really tell if they have been used for mining or not. Or if you are to look at the price and you think that it's like way too low for that GPU, then that could probably be an indicator. Either way, the other thing that I would like to tell you about is that NVIDIA is now no longer it's no longer recommending its partners to show the TGP for the RTX 30 series of GPUs, which they will be putting inside of their laptops. Instead, they are now going to be requiring them to do it. And I have already made a community post telling you that some brands have already adjusted to the norms, so to speak. And we have seen on inet.se, so that's a Swedish retailer, they have already shown us the TGP for the RTX 3060, 3070, and 3080 GPUs inside of the Lenovo laptops. And I know a lot of you are really interested in getting one of these laptops, and we have also seen the TGPs for the Gigabyte laptops. So I recommend you guys check out the community post, because that's where you're going to find more information on this. And obviously, if you are going to find more information about the TGP of the, I don't know, Acer, I think we also need from Dell and Alienware in this case. If you are going to find all of that extra information from all of these brands, you can definitely let me know in the comment section down below. And I would also like to tell you another thing which I read on Twitter today, because this episode that doesn't really have a script. I just wanted to do it more in a live fashion, so that's why it doesn't seem to be all that well prepared. I just have a couple of notes right here. But I found something really funny, which is in Germany, they have seized someone's laptop, which should technically have about 50 million euros worth of Bitcoin. And I find that really funny that right now they can't access all of that money just because it's locked behind a password. But I'm also thinking to myself, what is this guy waiting for at the moment? Would he does he really just want to make fun of the police to show them that this is uncrackable and this is kind of the future if you don't want to, I don't know, lose all of your money and make a stance about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency mining in general? Or does he somehow expect that there would be some kind of a new law that would prohibit the police to gain access to his laptop and he could get it back and then use his password and stuff like that? I kind of find the second scenario to be quite funny if that were to happen, and obviously he could technically become super rich with all of the money that he has over there. But I would like to know what you guys think about it, and I would also like to point out that today I am going to be hosting 2 live streams. One of them is going to be on my channel, and the second one is going to be on the Honor Disown channel, where I will be talking together with Jared, Bob of All Trades, Brandon from Gizmo Sliptech, and obviously Steven from Honor Disown. So if you guys are going to be interested in watching us talk about the latest RTX 30 series laptops, we're going to also most probably going to be talking about what AMD might have in store for us, and we'll also take our time to be answering your questions. Then I recommend you guys check out the links in the video description to that live stream, which is going to happen today at 11 p.m. Central European Standard Time. So if you're from Germany, that's when you're going to be able to watch it. And at about 2 p.m. Central European Standard Time, you're going to be able to watch yours truly, together with a couple of my friends, talk about the biggest news which have happened this week in the tech industry. And we might also be answering some of your guys' questions around crowd or any other things that you guys might be interested in finding out more about. So think of that something similar to the WAN show that Linus and Luke are hosting every other week, because obviously I'm a LTT fanboy. But either way, that's all the time I have to talk to you guys right now. I still need to edit this video before the live stream goes live. So I'll hopefully see you there, and thanks a ton for watching. Bye bye.